Good afternoon. As you can see, the gel plate is out. I'm going to try, because I've never tried it, I've seen loads of people do it, I'm going to try Posca pens on my gel plate. If I ruin it, you will hear crying, but I think it'll be fine. I just want to get it back on this mat properly. Right, okay. Yeah, I just want to play with it. And the other thing I want to play with is these super cheap paints from Hobbycraft. They're pearlized, as you can see, ready mixed paint. Okay, so I've had a really bad day at work, so I'm probably not going to talk very much because I can't be dealing with idiots anymore. I'm getting proper grumpy in my old age. Right, so let's do, I want to do some flowers. I don't know why, I just do. I've got a lot of things I want to do. Oh, that's silver, I don't want that. Oh, oh. Oh, I haven't got a really fat one with it, you know, like a big fat nib on it. I've got this one, but it's mahoosive. Oh, we'll give it a go. I just want to do some big flowers, really bright colours, so I'm going to outline them first. I will probably speed this up. Right, well, I think that'll do for the outlines. I'm only going to do sort of like that much basically, because I want to colour it all in now. So, don't know, have I started this one? Yes. Yeah, again, I will probably just speed you up a bit. I'm probably not going to get all the... I'm not going to get it completely covered, I don't suppose. This is still very wet on here, so it's going to be a bit of drying time as well. So, again, I'm just going to put in some sort of hints of colour. And, yeah, I'll speed you up again. just paused you while I did the other leaves. Let me just push that up slightly. Now these flowers that I've not done, what I'm going to try is these paints, because I don't know what they're like. They could be absolutely rubbish, but who knows? I don't. Yep, they're pretty thin. Mind you, my brush is wet. That probably isn't helping. Let me get a dry one. Come on, got about 300 paintbrushes here. Let's try you. The Posca pens, I'm noticing, are taking quite a while. That black is still wet there, so I can see it shining. It is drying though, so again, I will speed you up for this bit. Right, okay, it needs to, oh, I haven't done the middles. Hang on. Oops, I forgot that bit. The Posca pens don't seem to want to work very well, so I think it's more my application than the pens. So, sorry, I'm just on the floor trying to get some paints. Oh, got some. Yeah, I think it's more the way I'm applying it than any problem with paints and that. Ooh, nice. I'll run through what I've been using at the end. Well, that's Dana Rowney Graduate Acrylic in Cadmium Yellow Deep Hue. If that makes any difference to you. Even though they're cheap paints, when you look at the way, you know, that goes on, which is a more expensive, I mean, they're not mega expensive, but a more better brand, if you like. They're not that much thicker, are they? I'm not worried about going over the black lines, because obviously you won't see the mess, because the black lines will hide it. It's one of the hardest things when you start gel printing, is to learn that it's backwards, if that makes sense. So yeah. Put a bit of that. I was going to pull it with this, but I think it'll be a bit of a disaster if I try that. So I might put some of this blue. I wonder what it look like with yellow. you open? Yeah. Making weird colours here, that'll be fine. Yellow and blue makes a kind of a green, that'll do. The Posca pen on that wasn't quite dry, so it's going to be interesting. As I say, I've just sort of been curious how these paints would work, and was in the mood, so I'm doing it tonight. It's going to need a lot of drying time, so I will have to pause you whilst this dries. Maybe 10 minutes or so, but we'll pause. At least the black one is more or less dried now. I did catch it a couple of times there, as you can probably see, but hey ho, doesn't matter. All adds to the effect. Trying to go lighter with the paint, but it's pulling away a lot as well, so but gel plates kind of do that to paints anyway. Liking that lilac. That looks really nice there. Was that a pearlescent one? No. Interesting. Actually, I forgot I had this green. Sorry. I'll speed some of this up for you. Right, that needs to dry, and it's going to take a while, so I will pause you and we'll come back and see what we've got. Let's have a quick sneak peek. It'll look different when it's got the white paint. I'm going to put buff titanium. Oh, it's going to be very sketchy, but never mind. It's okay. Might be better once it's got a bit of white. I'm going to have to put a colour in that one there, so it's going to be quite weird looking. I'll pause you. I'll put a little bit of that this paler pink on there, and we'll come back when it's all dry. Okay. Right, I actually left this overnight. Okay, so it's really dry. Sorry, it's very early in the morning. I've had to pull the lights on. I'm going to lift it with buff titanium, and quite boringly for you, I am going to leave it and probably take the pull at lunchtime when because I've got to go to work now. Where's my bin? Ah, there it is. Yeah, so going to wax some of this down. I'm going to put I'll say fairly thick, but it's going to be a thickish coat. Lay the paper on, and then give it a couple of hours. I'll probably turn it over so that it rests down, and it gives it the best chance to pull it. Yeah, that's about it really. So I've got to crack on. I'm going to go and sign on for work. Just got that all down the side there. Well done, Susan. I'm hoping it's going to work. It'd be interesting to see what these paints are like as well. I'm going to stick with them because I know they're cheap. I'm not even going to, you know, I'm not even going to say they're not, because we know they are, but I think they're going to be quite handy to use as translucency type paints, because sometimes you just want that little bit of colour without opacity. So yeah, we'll give it a go anyway. I'm hoping it's going to pull. Squeaky floorboards. Right, okay. Yeah, let's hope it does. Missed. Never mind. Right. So I'm going to leave this. I think it's about 6 o'clock at the minute, so I'll leave it till lunchtime, which is about I don't know, 1 o'clock. I can go when I like, really. Oh, yeah. Right. Okay, and what I'll do is flip it over and we'll see what we get. It should be that, but we'll see. We shall see. In the meantime, we clean off my brayer. Just some scrap white paper here. Right, well, fingers crossed that it works. I say, I've not done this before, seen it many times, but the Posca pens didn't really work very well. These are the glitter ones. I've seen others do this. I mean, the black one was okay, so maybe you need a wedge tip. I don't know, I'll have to watch another video. These were quite fine tips. Don't know if you got that on the video. They're not very thick. Whereas the big one had a big wedge knob. Sorry, I just realised that light is blinding you. Right, let me put that there. Yeah, it had a big juicy. Anyway, right. Well, we'll see. Yeah, to say I'll give it a couple of hours and pull this at lunchtime. I'll see you then. Right, it's lunchtime, 12:30. Let's quickly pull this. It's been sat for about 6 hours, so hopefully, if anything's going to come off, oh, clonk, it'll come off now. Let's see what we got. I need to clean the plates, but that's fine. Oh, come on. Okay. So there we are. That wasn't too bad, actually. The I don't know if you can see the glitter. So the glitter pens, the glitter Posca pens. That's fun, isn't it? I could have done a much more interesting background, but it was just an experiment. So yeah, I just need to clean those marks off there. And there we are. So it does pull. It pulls all right. I think the key with a lot of these more, I wouldn't say intricate, this wasn't particularly intricate, but the more you do, the longer you can leave it to dry and just settle. I'd say the paint itself was left overnight, and then I picked that up well, you saw 6 o'clock this morning. I put the top layer on, put the paper on, turned it over to give it maximum pressure, and yeah, there we are. That was fun. Right, I'll get these all linked together and go and get my lunch. See you on the next one. Bye.